At under $50,000, this is probably the most interior living space that you will find in an RV. Under $50,000. Let's go take a look. Welcome back to another video, y'all. If you're new here, my name is Myles with Firmly Unbound, and I'm here at Blue Compass RV in Dallas, Texas today, taking a look at this Forest River Aurora destination series. This is my first time taking a look at the destination series from Aurora, and this thing is absolutely huge. Now, length on this, and we'll just go right to the specs, but you'll also be able to see the floor plan layout and the specs on the screen. The length for this model here is 40 feet 11 inches, and dry weight on it is 9,549 pounds, fully loaded, going to be up to 11,292 pounds, as this has a 1,705 pound cargo carrying capacity. And these destination trailers like this, I mean, they are designed to be towed, obviously, as they are on a trailer with wheels, but because of this squared off look here, they definitely do not, they have a lot more wind drag when you're pulling them, and they have a lot more that makes them not as towable friendly over the long term. It's not something I would ever recommend to somebody that is looking to move an RV frequently, and by frequently I would mean basically every time you plan to use the RV, you're gonna drive it somewhere. But if you just wanna set up an RV on some land, this is a really great option for this, where this is the Aurora 39 MBTS, so mid-bunk triple slide. You step back, you can see along this side, this is an aluminum sided RV with wood framing, so that makes it a more affordable option. And again, this is just something where I think most people that would look at something like this would be looking to set up an RV on a plot of land, likely have some kids or guests that they intend on having stay over from time to time, and a great option, especially for people maybe just building a home on some land and need a temporary living arrangement, or if you want to set this up full time in an RV park. Many different ways that you can use it. But obviously, let me know down below in the comments your thoughts on what you think about the interior space and how you would use an RV like this. And if you are interested in this RV at any point in time, there's a link down below in the comments and description of this video where you can find all of the different locations across the United States where Blue Compass sells this RV. And there are literally, I mean, over 100 different stores and in 33 different states. So they carry this Aurora all over the country, and you'll easily be able to find it all over the place. And every place I've seen that has it, when you go down to that link, it's all between like $45,000 to $50,000 on the price. So really, really affordable. Now let's go inside and take a look at the space. And I think just overall space for your dollar inside of an RV, I don't think it gets much better than this. So let's go hop inside. So you have the sliding patio style door going inside, and this is a front kitchen layout. Now when I saw this was a mid-bunk, I actually was not expecting a front kitchen design. I was expecting more of like an island kitchen with the living room on the front side, but not what they went with here. And I think this is a really nice layout if somebody is looking for something to live in temporarily. What a cool living room space that you have. Lots of floor space in here, 2 ACs on this travel trailer, and you do have a ceiling fan here in the living room area. Definitely something you don't see common in a standard RV. Front kitchen looks great. You have a nice residential, 2-door refrigerator and freezer. It's obviously not the absolute biggest, but way bigger than what you get standard in a travel trailer. Definitely much bigger than your typical travel trailer size, and like the chrome finish to that. Ceiling height in here, let me show you just real quick like how I fit in the space, because I think that's one of the important things with something like this, especially if you're looking to live in it, is like, how comfortable will you be in the space? Make sure you don't feel like you're crammed in a box. So you can see I'm 6'2" with my shoes on, and ceiling height in here has got to be about 6'8", I would say maybe. Ceiling height here where the ceiling fan is, that's probably about 6'5", maybe 6'6". So if you're real tall, you'd probably have to duck underneath this here. But other than that, everything else is pretty good. I don't know if you can see all the way back here. The doors are probably right at about 6'1", maybe 6'2", so I might have to duck to go in and out of doors. But other than that, pretty wide open space, feels very comfortable. So that's how I fit in this area. Now, as I turn you around, we'll start from like the front and work our way back. So along this front wall, you have windows everywhere. Just love how the destination trailers give you these windows up front, being more immersed with your environment that you have this camper set up in. You also have windows along your non-camp side. Up front here, this is like a wrapped countertop material. Basically, it's like a pressed wood material that has a wrap finish to it, so not a solid surface countertop. And then you have on your drawers, these are also going to be like a wrapped cabinet door. So everything on here is definitely more of like a budget-friendly option, which is what keeps this under $50,000 at this price range. As you go up in price range, if you're just unfamiliar with RVs, you'll get things like, as they start to get heavier and a bit more expensive, you'll get a solid surface countertop, which is more like a marble or granite feeling material. And then you'll have like solid wood cabinet doors, so they're solid hardwood instead of being a wrapped wood or a wrapped press wood to give it that decor look. Wraparound countertop space here, 3-burner stove in the kitchen, and then a nice size oven, definitely bigger than your standard travel trailer size oven. Storage space down underneath here, and 3 drawers that pull out here. This one has a divider for silverware and storage space there. Has a little backsplash back behind here. This is just basically like a screwed in kind of faux stone backsplash. Storage space up there, and then you have a GE microwave, and it is a standard size microwave. Pull down black pleated shades on these windows, and they do have the little curtains on the corners to kind of block out excess light. You have a single basin plastic sink with a prep rack on there and a black faucet that does extend out. Then you come this way, again, your Insignia refrigerator. You got some storage space up above here. Plus, don't forget you can utilize this space above the fridge for some storage space. And then you have pantry storage through here and through here. More storage space down underneath here. This is basically just like an open little cubby area with a little divider there to protect some wiring. And then this is a pretty neat flex space. You can set up some bar stools here or something along those lines. You have an outlet here, so if you want to work from this area or set it up as like a coffee station, many different things you can do. You have your light controls right here. You can see how this panel turned on. You have your slide out controls, awning controls, and then it has your water heater, and this connects to Bluetooth, so everything here also can be controlled from your phone. USB ports plus a USB Type-C connection, and your ceiling fan controls and max air vent fan controls, as your max air vent fan is up over this space here to vent out air. Then let's see, you have speakers up in the ceiling, so speaker here and speaker here. AC in the living area is right here. It is a GE air conditioner, and it is not super noisy. I definitely can hear it, but I don't feel like I have to talk louder to overpower it. You can open up the air conditioner to dump air into this space like so, or close it to send it through the ducting. And then it is ducted throughout the camper, and then the other AC is in the back bedroom. You have 2 recliners here and a dining table in your slide out. No carpet in the slide out. It has that same kind of matched flooring material there in the slide. Underneath your seats, you do have storage down there, and then it is a pedestal style table. So nothing really unique that this table does here. However, let's see. There we go. You got a pull-out drawer here for storage. And if you wanted to take this out, it is basically just screwed into the floor, and you could unscrew it and take this table out, and you could put anything in this space if you wanted to do something different. You have pull-down black pleated shades on these windows here as well. You have that nice light fixture here and 2 recliners. Now, the only thing that is like a not so preferable thing about this floor plan is you definitely don't get a good viewing angle of the TV. So if that's something where you want your TV directly across from you, obviously if I sit in this recliner, you can see, I mean, you got to look hard right to see the TV, and part of it is even blocked off. So not maybe the best design as far as TV placement. If you're like a big TV family, that's not going to be preferable, especially since this is not even on a swivel mount. It is just stuck in place, and there's really no good, viewing angle of the TV. Now, you could put a TV on this wall right here if you wanted to do that. It's just going to be, not capable to have such a big TV. You could probably put a 32-inch screen TV on the edge of this table. That would work, and that would feel close enough with how close you're sitting that it wouldn't feel too small. But those are, really the only solutions if you're really concerned about TV location. with where this is sitting at, which I completely understand if that's the case. With these recliners, though, of course, they do recline. They are part of the Thomas Payne furniture collection, so a more premium furniture collection, even though this is more like an entry-level travel trailer. Underneath here, let's see, you got some storage that pulls out. That's nice. Flip-up armrest here. Wireless charging pad in the armrest. And then both of these will lay back and recline. TV here, it looks to be about a 50-inch screen TV. You have your fireplace. This will be an electric heat source for you, so that will put out heat and kind of take the chill out of the air when it is maybe in that like 50 to 60 degree temperature range. And then down underneath here, got some more storage. JBL sound system. And that is pretty much everything in this living space. You have your patio door here. It does come with some curtains. This is where the RV industry really cracks me up. And again, this is like an entry-level camper, right? Or an entry-level destination trailer. But it's like, where did they get these blinds? I mean, they do the job of giving you privacy to some degree, but these are like, I don't even know where the RV industry gets these materials from, because they are just, I mean, this is one of the most cheap feeling things I've seen in any RV, and many destination trailers in this class will have this style curtain on them. But man, that is something I just feel like I would really want to replace quickly, because they look like party streamers. Like, that's the best way I could put it. It looks like they just hung some party streamers from the windows. So easily could replace those, but I'm like, man, that's got to be, it's just a step up from party streamers. Just a little bit more thick than what a party streamer would be. So very interesting, but nonetheless, you can replace those yourself. Something not too difficult to do, but that will give you your privacy there. Then walking back this way, this is where it gets really impressive. This has a mid-bunk in this model, and look at how big this mid-bunk is. There is a ton of floor space in here. A great second bedroom option, or an office space, however you want to use it. It's a nice deep slide out, so this all is in a slide, which is what really opens up the space. You have two beds here. This also is a sofa, so if I put this up like here, you can see your storage bins underneath it. You have all these basically like felt material bins, and there's also storage back behind there. You can see back through there. So good storage all the way around as far as underneath that sofa. And then you make that into the sofa, it looks like so. You have the bunk over top that will flip up. And then these are usually rated, I don't see a weight rating anywhere on here, but usually for about 300 pounds. Sometimes they're 150. But I'm gonna climb my butt up there and show you what I look like in the space, so you can see what I look like. So again, I'm taking my shoes off, and I'm about 6'1" without my shoes on. And you can see it's a little tight where you gotta really, I mean, if you're taller or an adult, you gotta finesse your way up here a little bit. But other than that, oh yeah, sleeping good. This is right at about probably 73, 74 inches long, which would be about 6'1", 6'2". So I could definitely sleep here, no problem. And it's actually a little bit more of a firm teddy bear mattress, which I like. Feels more comfortable than the soft, super squishy ones. And then to get down, pretty easy. Oh, if I don't slip. I said pretty easy, and then I totally almost ate it. Oh my goodness. Socks are a little slippery in here. But nonetheless, a grown adult could potentially fit in that space. Great for kids. You have the sofa here. If you want to flip this bed up, you can flip it up out of the way, and you can have a spot to sit here. You can set up a desk space in here. Lots of things you could do. Let me know how you would use the space and how you would best see this space being used for how you might use an RV like this. Storage space here, that's where you can hang some clothes if you are using this as a bedroom. And then down underneath here, no clothing rod in this one, so this is just open storage. Spot where you can put a TV on the wall, shelving through here, and 3 pull-out drawers with storage under there. And then this spot here, you could definitely fit at least a 32-inch screen TV, maybe like a 40-inch screen TV or so. If you put it on the wall, you could probably get away with like a 50-inch screen TV. So definitely a big space there. You have AC ducted into this area and heat coming into this area. Speaking of heat, you do have heat registers on the floor, so something to be aware of. They're basically running a single line of heat ducting through the camper, so you get that most direct flow of heating. Something we see in a lot of RVs that are designed to be lived in is more of this heat being ran through the floor, because it gives that direct line of heating where you don't have heat running through, you know, a bunch of hoses and stuff and taking a longer distance to travel, as well as going through all those bends. It's more a straight line heating, and that ducting runs through the same cavity that the water tanks and water lines are in, which that radiant heat also helps keep those from freezing. Coming into here, I can see already you have a plastic foot flush toilet, good amount of floor space in the bathroom. Shower has a nice height to it. Definitely going to be comfortable for most people. And then you have your sink off here to the right, some storage space. It is a plastic sink, black faucet. See how my hand fits in there. Got your medicine cabinet up above. Light switch, outlet. Storage space down underneath here. And then if I set this camera up to show you how I fit in the shower, let's see if I can get this somewhere appropriate. Let me flip this around here for you. Want to be able to show you how I fit in this space. It's always difficult to get it set up on a small amount of countertop space. Okay, so when I step inside here, it is a little bit of a lip up, but you can see, being 6'1", no problem with ceiling height. It's probably about 6'5" to right here, and then right here you can probably be about 6'8" and fit in this shower. Now, I wish they would run these skylights north to south this way. I don't know why they do it this way, because this, if you're really tall, that means you're stuck in this one little area, where they could have just ran the skylight this way, which would have given you more room to move around a little bit. But nonetheless, if you're under 6'4", you're not going to feel crammed in this shower. So that is really nice. Plus, you have a seat. You can sit down. As you can see here, I'm able to sit. That's also another option. It's not a super big seat, though. So if you got some wide hips, you might be a little tight on that seat, because it is not large whatsoever. So if I flip this camera back around, you can see here, it's a plastic 2-piece shower, and you can see that seat right there in the corner. You got some storage space back here. So a couple different cabinets that go back, and those go back very deep. Same thing underneath here. Put a trash can under there if you want. Then again, your plastic foot flush toilet, it is off center just a little bit, so you have some shoulder space, and then you have spots here where you can hang some towels and a vent fan here in the bathroom. Finally, going back, you have your second entry door right here. Light here in the hallway. I'm not sure where the actual, here it is. Didn't even realize I didn't turn the lights on in this hallway. It's cool how long the hallway is. I mean, this almost makes it feel like you're in a home. It's such a long hallway, but then it also looks like very skinny and eerie at the same time. I imagine walking down this at night, and it's like, probably look a little scary, because it looks like such a long hallway for an RV. It looks strange. In here you have a queen size bed. Now this looks like this is an RV queen, so probably about 75 inches long, maybe 74. And then you have individual reading lights up over the bed. The bed is in a slide out, and you can fit a king size bed in here if you wanted to. So it would take away some of your room to walk around the bed with a king, but a king would definitely fit. You can see the space between the walls over here would allow for that. Window here on this back wall, some storage space up above here. Those individual reading lights are the only lights here in this space, and you have USB ports on the side of the bed with a USB Type-C, and then outlets down in the corner right there. Coming around this way, you could definitely put a 50-inch screen TV on this wall if you wanted, or obviously anything smaller, and potentially something bigger as well, as this is a lot of wall space to work with. 3 pull-out drawers in the bedroom. You have pretty much the exact same storage as what was in the mid-bunk. You can see that there, and then 3 shelves here. Outlets, USB ports there as well. And then finally up underneath the bed, you have storage underneath there. Not strut assisted on this base, so you have to hold it up on your own, and they do cut the corners of the base. So you hopefully don't hit your shin going in and out of your bed. You have a window along the back wall, so you'll get your view out into your camping environment or wherever you're living there. And then you have your second AC in here, which is just a dump down AC, which is going to just dump air into this bedroom. And that's pretty much everything on the inside, y'all. So let me know what you think down below in the comments. I think the one thing this is missing for people that would potentially want to live in this full time would be a washer and dryer connection. So no washer and dryer connection in here. You know, people that live in something like this usually end up just going to a laundromat, maybe hand washing things here and there that they need to hand wash. Or you also can get like countertop dishwashing units, or not dishwashers. Well, you can do that too. But clothes washing units where basically it's just, you know, a plug-in style washer and dryer that washes maybe one outfit at a time or something like that. And that is another option you could go with, as you can find many things to get like a small, compact, portable clothes washer. So that is everything on the inside. Let's go ahead and head outside. And again, if you missed the price, this thing is right around $45,000 to $50,000, and the link down below in the bio and description and comments of this video has all of the different locations across the US with Blue Compass where you can find this RV, as there are over 100 different stores in 33 different states for you to check out. And this is a line that is exclusive to Blue Compass, so you will only find it with Blue Compass. You have your awning outside, JBL speakers outside, and an LED light bar underneath, or light strip underneath the awning. You have a spot where you can hook up your pets on this leash latch. Pretty standard wheels and suspension, which you'll pretty much always find on these destination trailers, as they're not really designed to be towed very often. It looks like they're using this looks like it's a BAL next gen frame. I'll have to confirm that when we go up front, see if I can confirm whether or not that's the case. But here, underneath here, you have a fully enclosed underbelly. All your water tanks and water lines sit above that enclosed underbelly, so they do not freeze in the winter time. As long as you're running your furnace, they will get heat to stay warm. You can attach the Lippert retractable ladder up there to get up onto the roof. You can store your sewer hose in the bumper along the back. You have rack and pinion style slide outs for all your slide mechanisms. On this side, manual stabilizers on the corners. Quickest way to shoot these down, if you don't know, connect a drill to that stabilizer and it'll shoot that down really quick. And then you have your power connections here, water connections, outdoor shower, spot where you can hang a flag, and then your black and gray tank dump valves here for the bathroom. And then you have another gray tank dump valve on the other side of the axles there for your kitchen. Get around the generator here. And that is pretty much everything, y'all. Yeah, it is a BAL next gen frame. So you can see here, so this is using like huck bolt fasteners in a lot of spots instead of welds. So a huck bolt fastener will be much stronger than a weld, and a really good frame that you're getting with that next gen frame. And that is pretty much everything, y'all. Oh, propane quick connect line down underneath here. Looks like it also has a gas and electric water heater. So it's gonna have that tanked gas electric water heater. And that is pretty much everything, y'all. I wish I knew the water heater size. I didn't know it was gonna be a tanked water heater, so I don't know the size on this. But if I can figure that information out, we can talk about it in the comments down below, or it was probably in the specs at the beginning of the video. But that's all I got for y'all. So let me know what you think down below in the comments, and until next time, live firmly unbound.